Guys, I gotta be careful what I say in this video, alright? The fight just ended. The decision was just announced. Rodriguez won wide. He was, not only was he the underdog initially, but damn, all the money was coming in on Yafai. He was a bigger underdog, alright? This might come off bitter. I gotta be careful here, guys. I don't want to sound bitter, but I gotta say what I'm feeling, alright? Now, I did homework on this fight. I did a video a few hours ago this morning telling you guys about my homework and what I saw. Told you guys that, in the Chocolatito fight, which was, again, that was 12 years ago, Rodriguez was 20. He was going up against the great Roman Gonzalez, all right? He got stopped in the 7th round in Mexico. Again, he didn't go down. He didn't, it wasn't like that. He just was overwhelmed, and then he faded. Chocolatito turned it up. He was not answering. He was not responding, and the ref stopped the fight. He was on his feet. It's not like he was knocked out, knocked down, nothing like that, all right? He just was overwhelmed. The ref said he was, not throwing back, he was taking too much punishment, stopped the fight. All right, that was in 2013. All right. Then the other big name that I recognize on his resume, Nakatani, in 2022, fought him in Japan, a 10-round fight. And again, like I said this morning, the same fighter that you saw, I said this morning, guys. I said he was game, he was tough, he had a chin, he was a good fighter. I said all that, all right? But I said, once again, in this fight, around the 6th round, he clearly dropped off, all right? Same shit in the Chocolatito fight, same thing happened. Started strong, get to the 5th, 6th rounds, activity starts dropping off a little bit, all right? I this morning said that, that's what I was expecting to happen here. I was expecting, he's going to start out strong, but, around the 6th round or so, look for the gas tank to dip. And then I felt that Yafai should take over, all right? Now, for some reason, all of a sudden now, the gas tank did not dip. He was throwing non-stop the whole fight, power punches, putting the pressure on, did not fall off. All right. Hell, I was starting to think in the 11th round, I was like, man, he finally kind of slowing down in the 11th round. And then 12th round starts where he kind of finished, like he picked it back up at the end of the 11th. Then as soon as the 12th round starts, he drops Yafai. I'm going to ask a question. I know it's going to sound bitter. It's like sour grapes, Trav, but hey, I'm going to ask a question, all right? Was there vital testing for this fight? I'm just asking a question. Was there vital testing for this fight? Somebody needs to find out. All right? Everybody need to get back on, in the aftermath of this fight. See a vital report that both of these guys passed vital testing. Now, I have a feeling, just my gut feeling, that there was not vital testing in this fight. That's just my gut feeling, all right? Because this was not like an AJ Dubois type fight. It was a main event, but was it a main event where we're gonna do VOD, or was it a pay-per-view? It was an interim title, not the full world title, all right? Guys, all I can say is I saw a different guy here tonight, all right? A different performance here. He did not drop off, all right? Now, the first 2 rounds of the fight, I was driving. I did not get to watch. I was listening to it, I clearly heard them say that he got rocked and hurt bad in the first round. It really did not pick up or anything. It was not going in his favor after that, I kind of started watching like halfway through the third round. That's when I kind of started watching. I parked, and as I'm parked here now. And he just, I was saying to myself, what, Yafai is fighting the wrong fight. I think, now this morning, I think I did say that if he fought the Charlie Edwards fight, that he should, put it on his guy with him, stop him, all that. But that clearly was not the strategy, all right? With the gas tank dipping, as I saw in the earlier fights, around the 6th round or so, maybe just box the guy, circle the guy. Don't go toe-to-toe, go to war with a Mexican that's got a punch. The guy had a punch, we all knew that. I mean, you can tell from his record. All right? Why go toe-to-toe with this guy? Yafai, in a sense, was exposed. And why am I saying that? Man, the guy does not move his head, man. Defensively, not great. His head just up straight in the air, constantly getting tagged over and over, getting hit with uppercuts, all kinds of shots. Just seeing his head snap back and forth the whole fight, all right? So defensively, not looking great. He was a great offensive show when he fought Sonny Edwards. I did see him get hit a couple times. But I kind of, I should have paid more attention to that, but I just kind of let it go. I thought it was going to be too much for this guy. And, again, this guy was throwing non-stop punches, power punches. Gas tank didn't empty the whole fight. Yafai there to get hit. He's not moving his head, not boxing the guy, not circling the guy. He's standing right in front of a puncher, right in the middle of the ring, trying to go toe-to-toe like he did with Sonny Edwards, in other fights, just putting it on guys, which I thought would be to his benefit, but clearly that was not the strategy against, a tough, hard-hitting Mexican like this guy. Maybe he should have, boxed, stayed on the outside circle, hit, not get hit. Maybe that should have been the fight strategy. But the guy's gas tank did not empty in this fight. His production did not fall off. He was as fresh at the end of the fight as he was at the beginning of the fight, all right? And again, the two biggest names that I saw recognized on his resume, fights that I went back and watched, I did not see that. The guy dipped off, all right? You can pull up those fights. They're on YouTube, or watch it for yourself. Watch how this guy's production dropped off, from the 6th round on. But in this fight, in 2025, his damn near 50th fight, whatever, 49th fight, whatever they said it was, all these years in the game, damn, he just was a machine. All right? Yeah, I know it might sound a little bitter, might be coming off kind of controversial, but I'm just saying what I saw, and I just asked the question. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I don't know what the guy's doing or not doing. But I'm just saying what I saw, guys. Yafai got taken to the woodshed. He did not get the stoppage. And you know what, guys? Initially, when I was looking to this fight, I thought about doing the safe play and just playing the fight, not going the distance, because of course it was better than even money. I think it was like a plus. I think the highest I saw was like a plus 160 something. Plus 160, plus 165. Was it a BetMGM or ESPN Bet? I can't remember which one. One of them. So I'm thinking, that I thought that might have been the safe play. And as this fight was going on, I'm telling you, it was making me sick to think that, if he would have got the stoppage and I did not do that play, I was going to be mad at myself, man. I will give Yafai credit. He hung tough. He hung in there, he didn't quit. He showed a lot of heart. But man, it was a bad loss. Took a lot of damage. Eddie looked sick. He was barely clapping. After the fight, I think he was sick. I also thought, during the week as I looked into the fight, how these Mexicans are constantly going to Britain, upsetting these British fighters, especially on matchroom cards. That was in the back of my mind, man. But I thought, this guy is an Olympic gold medalist. This guy got real talent. He's gonna be too much for this guy. Too much skill, too much technique, too much pedigree. Fresher fighter, all that. And no, once again, a Mexican goes to the UK and beats a British fighter. It's to the point now where, damn, anytime they do this shit, bet the damn Mexican, no matter what the situation is. They give him big odds. It's worth it. Put a little something on that shit, it seems like, all right? It's like a matchroom curse when it comes to these Mexican fighters coming over there, And what was the guy named that knocked out Josh Warrington, who had a run, who became a champ, all that, had a couple of fights. Then eventually he failed a drug test. He got found out. I knew he was suspicious because he dropped out of the clean boxing program. When they enrolled him, and he didn't sign up for testing. So and by the way, now that I'm saying that, this was for the WBC interim belt. So this guy Rodriguez, he definitely got to be in the clean boxing program to participate in that. But I don't even know what's going on with the program. I hadn't heard much about it. I hadn't been following it like I used to, because the WBC guys were failing tests, and they just, oh, it's all right. You're not suspended. You can still fight. So I just kind of, fell out with the clean boxing program, following the shit, all that, because guys are failing. They were just letting them still fight, not suspending them nothing. So, but yeah, guys, again, I don't know what this guy was doing or not doing. I don't know. I'm just asking the question. I saw a different guy. He was the same warrior. He was the same fighter. He was coming forth throwing punches, but the production didn't drop off. All right. And again, I'm asking, was there water testing for this fight? Not the clean boxing program, but specifically they tested these guys numerous times for this fight. All right. If it wasn't, that was a mistake by Eddie and by a team Yafai. All right. If they didn't do it, because I tell you, I look, I'm going like I see it, man. I saw a different guy tonight. I did not see it drop off at all. All right. So that's it, guys. Yeah, it's a big loss for me. I was feeling very good about this play. I thought the odds makers messed up. Again, hey, they were right. Yafai did not get a stoppage. Hell, he was favored to get a decision in this fight, and hell, he didn't even do that. He was buzzsawed by a hard-hitting Mexican, Francisco Rodriguez. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think, man. Congrats to Rodriguez. Yafai got to rebuild. Eddie, he need to take some time off. That was beating, man. Let me know what you guys think, man. Hope you guys didn't take as rough a loss on this one as I did, because I took a loss, all right? Let me know what you guys think. I'll check in soon. Thanks for watching.